of me is down. You enchant me, even when you're not around. If there are boundaries, I will try to knock them down. I'm latching on them, now I know what I have found.
What has been your response, or when you start making calls at 7:30? Are people pissed? How is that? Because I know that's the thing that people mentally put in their mind, that it's super early. But with your experience, how has that 7:30 to 8 o'clock dial time been for yourself?
Golden. That's the most valuable half hour that entire day for me. Like one, it just feels like you're kind of getting like a mental like edge up on your competition. You know, I have a sports background, you know, so it's more so for me than for the actual clients. But also, I mean, think about it, man. Like if someone has to be at work, you know, at 8 o'clock in the morning, you know, you're probably calling them on their drive to work. They got the coffee in them, they're already ready to go. There's probably not going to be a better opportunity than that half hour window to talk to them. And those are the people I want to talk to. You know, we all want to talk to them, right? Because I mean, they're the people that are working. Those are the people that can, you know, pay for policies the best. I mean, I don't have an exact metric. I've never measured it, but I feel like in that 7:30 to 8 a.m. window, I can usually get between, you know, 4 and 7 appointments booked right there.
4 to 7 appointments by 8 a.m.
Yes.
You guys heard that correctly, right? He books 4 to 7 appointments from 7:30 to 8 a.m. And what's crazy to me, Jake, is we still got plenty of people on this call here that don't even start by 8 a.m. and you're starting by 7:30. And like you said, you're getting ahead of the competition. You're attacking the day. Now, I'm assuming, let's be honest, you've had some pushback from certain people, but that hasn't stopped you from dialing at 7:30, has it?
Absolutely not. I mean, I'm glad you touched on that, man, because I had a dial day last week. I was down with a lot of new agents. I think we had 15 new agents on the call, you know, and I was preaching up and talking about how important it was to start dialing at 7:30 for all the reasons we just talked about. But dude, I got my butt kicked. You know, it's not like you start dialing at 7:30 and of course you're dialing those people that are like, hey man, I don't wake up until 10 o'clock, call me back, boom, and you never hear from them again. You know, or they block your number because I just called them 6 times in a row before, you know, 8:15 in the morning, right? So of course you get pushed back, but that's why you have a lot of leads.
Yep, exactly, man. So if you could kind of just touch base real quick on your dial pattern. So when you are dialing a lead, how many times are you dialing a lead back to back, or whatever your scenario is, or whatever your procedure or whatever you want to call it is when you're attacking your leads?
I like to put my leads in groups of 30. So like, you know, if I have, you know, maybe 35, right? If I have 100 leads, you know, I just have like 3 groups, about the same amount of leads. And I just like to attack one group at a time. For me, it helps me feel more organized. But I mean, if you like to have 100 leads all in one stack, cool. I mean, do whatever you got to do. But I do it in smaller groups so I can make sure I'm going through those smaller groups thoroughly and milking them for everything they're worth, and just going as fast as I can, top to bottom, triple dialing from top to bottom, back up to the top, back to the bottom, back up to the top. I do that 3 times before I go off to my second group.
Love that. So you're basically separating the leads into different groups. So it's not like this big laundry list of leads that you got to call. You split it up in these small increments and attack them quickly. So of course, everybody is wondering, like, what does Jake Konen's lead flow look like? And how many leads do you typically have on your dial day? And you can be completely transparent here, man. We pride ourselves on transparency here.
100%, dude. I mean, I have a lot of direct mail mortgage locked out. I have a lot of direct mail final expense locked out. For the first 6 months in the business, I did nothing but, you know, Facebook final expense stuff. You know, Happy Agents, Lead Gurus, Leadzilla, you know, all that stuff. Game Time leads, I love those too. You know, and I still like those a lot. You know, and I still like the Internet Life Lead 1 month. But what I had to get in the habit of is, because the direct mail, is it awesome? Hell yeah, it's awesome. But it's unpredictable. You know, so if you're waiting for those leads to come in and that's your sole, you know, lead source, I've set myself up to fail on multiple dial days because I didn't get prepared with outside sources. So I always get prepared with outside sources first, and then whatever comes in the night before in the direct mail in the areas that I'm dialing, of course, I'm going to hit that as well. But I would say on average, I'm probably spending like at least $12,000 to $15,000 a month
On leads.
on leads, just for me personally. Yep.
Okay, so you're talking about $3,000 to $4,000 a week on leads.
Yep.
Okay.